Store owners will have to pay a $600 per day fine if they do not vacate the swap meet by March 31st. She still believes the university could improve to better serve students with disabilities. Zitina is grateful for everyone that attended the I Stand with Ukraine vigil. She says all the support has meant the world to her. Reporting from Northridge for Valley View News, I'm Brandon Zamora.
North Hollywood swap meet vendors protested on Lancashire Boulevard because the vendor gathering spot is closing soon. Susie Limos has owned Jenny's Party Supply for 10 years. She says news of the closing has been very stressful for many vendors. Everyone started to get depressed, wanting to cry. It felt like someone poured a bucket of cold water on us because a couple of days before that, mostly everyone had just paid their rent. The landlords want all vendors to vacate the building by March 31st. That means the end of an era for a lot of vendors who spent many years at the swap meet, including Juana Medina, who owns JM Sports. She grew up in the North Hollywood swap meet and regrets children here today won't have the same experiences.
If we do close down, it sucks because I'm not gonna see them. So obviously, yes, I could just text her mom and be like, hey, let's hang out because we're cool, but it's like, oh, I'm not gonna see them on the daily anymore.
Medina graduated from CSUN in 2019 with a business degree. She says her dad and other family members taught her more about the business experience, since they're business owners too.
I learned from them how to have a connection with my vendors, how to have a relationship with my customers.
Valley View News reached out to the landlords and haven't received a response. One of the vendors said they haven't been in much contact with them either. However, that won't discourage the vendors from continuing to protest in hopes of staying in the swap meet just a bit longer.
Store owners will have to pay a $600 per day fine if they do not vacate the swap meet by March 31st. Reporting from North Hollywood for Valley View News, I'm Brandon Zamora.
CSUN tennis player Yulia Zitina organized a vigil at CSUN to support Ukraine since she isn't able to be with her family. Zitina says her family has gone back and forth from their house to the bomb shelters.
My younger sister, she's really traumatized and she just cannot sleep at house. She's just really scary. But today they're at home, yeah.
People had posters supporting Ukraine and waved the Ukrainian flag. Zitina spoke to the crowd about her experiences since the war began. She says it's hard for her to just turn off the news and then go live her life.
Even now I'm thinking about my family and I'm still thinking about my people.
Zitina invited fellow Ukrainian Maria Nikitash to join her at the vigil. Nikitash currently plays tennis for Cal State Fullerton. She says she wishes she could be back home to help out more.
I always text to my mom that I think I should have been there. I should have been with my family because I'm a part of them.
Members of the CSUN tennis team were at the vigil, including Zitina's teammate Sasha Turchek. She is also Ukrainian and Russian, just like Zitina, but her family is in the U.S. Turchek says Zitina is handling her situation very well.
I think it's amazing that she's taking on so many interviews and just really using her voice to spread awareness.
Zitina is grateful for everyone that attended the I Stand with Ukraine vigil. She says all the support has meant the world to her. Reporting from Northridge for Valley View News, I'm Brandon Zamora.